What's up?
Lord.
It's She's Dope Pod. Ding, 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 ding. I'm back. We're back. I'm back.
Yo. Okay.
And I have Daddy Yankee.
Why are you calling me Daddy Yankee?
Listen, my girlies don't need to know all that. Just introduce yourself.
I'm not Daddy Yankee. Okay? I'm Carlos.
You're Carlos.
I'm Carlos.
Okay, and I feel like some of my girlies might have seen you because...
Yes, because I'm 1/4 of the Double Date podcast.
Let me tell you, the Double Date podcast loves saying, I'm 1/4, I'm 2/4,
because
I'm other half, I'm
four.
bread,
we four.
I'm bone of my bone, flesh in my flesh.
Exactly.
Married
That's
couples love
why.
that.
Married couples
Bone
love
of my
saying
bone,
that.
flesh in my flesh.
It gets downloaded on marriage day. I know that verse now.
Listen.
But 1/4 of the Double Date podcast.
Double Date podcast.
Love the Double Date podcast.
And some of my girls been watching, and I ain't gonna hold you. I've been taking notes.
You like it?
Because I'm trying to be married.
Yo, it kind of good a little bit, huh?
Yeah. And so, if you haven't watched, you need to subscribe.
Yes.
You need to like.
Yo,
and you
for
need
real.
to comment. And you need to hit the bell.
Yeah.
But this is the She's Dope
We're on the
pod.
She's Dope.
So if you have not liked, comment,
Correct.
subscribed, hit the bizzell.
The Bizzell.
You need to do all of those things. But I just thought
Huh?
that I'd bring you on here.
Okay.
Because before I get into what I heard,
Oh, copy.
there's something that I heard.
Oh, you always got to heard.
And I feel like you have some wisdom to give to my, what do you call? Are they my girlies?
What do I call them? I don't know. I didn't think about this. You
Well,
didn't train
listen.
me before I came on.
Ding, ding, ding. Lights are on. Flash, camera, action. We're here.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
They need a name. My girlies you need to call them something. RESPECT. Put some respect.
Yo, they're the girlies.
Okay, we're calling them the girlies.
I call
Okay.
them girlies.
So what I heard
Okay.
is that chivalry.
A what?
Chivalry.
Hold on. Time out. Go ahead. Chivalry
is dead in 2023.
Okay.
And I just thought, I got a bunch of my girlies
Okay.
on here who's trying to be chose, all of the things.
What's chivalry?
Chivalry
Tell
is
me.
like,
Tell us.
if you're
Enlighten me.
walking in the door.
Okay. This is my exact point. Go ahead.
If you're walking walking somewhere
Copy.
and someone doesn't hold the door for you, aka your booski, chivalry's dead.
Okay.
If you're walking down the street and you're walking on the outside of the street rather than the inside,
That's
chivalry is
what is
dead.
it? 1942?
Listen.
Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Like what? What
Oh.
years? When are we walking down the street?
Me and my boo walk down the street all the time. We were just
False.
walking.
False.
We were just walking in Noda.
I'll text him right
And
now.
Text him right now, because ding, 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 he's right there. Text him. We were walking down in Noda,
Okay.
and I was walking on the outside of the street. The cars were flying past me. Literally. And he pushed me into the bushes so fast, I said, Jesus heavens!
Protect you.
Protection. Is chivalry dead? And don't be lying, because I know you be...
Okay.
Sam?
No. Here's my thing. What I do for my wife is not chivalry.
Oh my, here we
Okay.
just started.
It is.
We just started.
It is literally my responsibility.
Don't get up on my podcast
Sorry.
talking about responsibility.
Sorry, but some of my fellas are listening a little bit.
Oh, fellas,
They be
because
on
the fellas
here.
have been like, yo, can you have more episodes for the fellas?
Okay.
So this one's for you, nephews and
Homesky.
fellas.
Yes. It's my responsibility, but here's my issue with chivalry.
Chivalry, spell it.
Okay. You spell it.
I just put a oop on you.
You spell it. I'm going to stay silent until you spell it.
C.
Don't breathe like that.
Okay.
Okay, spell it. That girl wrong.
C-H-I-V-O-L-R-Y.
False. Absolutely
Okay.
false.
Since you are Aquila in the B, let me see.
I am Aquila.
Let
What
me
you
hear
didn't
you-
know is Daddy Yankee stands for Aquila. Okay. Wait, actually, I don't know if I know how to spell it. C-H-I.
C-H-I.
There's an L in here somewhere. But I think it's V-L. Or L-V.
Your spelling was actually worse than mine.
No, there's an L.
One
C-H-I-V.
thing a married couple is gonna do is support one another.
A-L-R-Y.
She's
No. I did it before she gave it to me. So I know how to spell
it again.
CHIVALRY.
Listen, girlies, he don't
You
really
said
know.
O. Girl, y'all spell it.
I said chivalry.
She said, where's my Scrabble letters?
Yeah.
At? Okay. Here's the thing about chivalry. If I am opening the door or walking in the outside of the street
Okay, yes.
and I'm interested in someone and I'm doing that,
Yes.
I get the weird looks like, yo, he's whooped. Yo, he's a little something.
He's a simp.
Okay. Exactly. And I'm
learned
out
that.
here trying to be respectful and responsible, but no, oh, he's a simp. Oh, no, he's a da-da-da. So I'm, okay.
So you're
What am I
telling me
supposed to do now?
the opinions of people is more important than doing what you're called to do?
You tell me. You tell me, though. That's never happened where you're like, oh, wait,
Because
hold on.
you have a responsibility,
Okay.
despite of what the world says,
Uh-huh.
to still show up.
Okay. This was
he's about to.
This was a real life story. I'm glad you brought this
We are
up.
tied right now.
This is a real life story.
Okay.
Okay?
Let's
Because
hear it.
these are the reasonings.
Okay, I'm
The
listening.
The reasonings.
You know I'm not good with lyrics. Continue.
I don't know that song. I don't know why I know that word.
Well, don't ask me because
We
you
learned
already know
that.
Uncle Will dogged me out.
Okay.
Marvin Gaye.
Is it really? Someone cheated. Yo, producers would stay be cheating.
The way the producers just like gave me
not
the
fair.
knuck in the butt.
Okay. This is a real life thing that happened.
Okay.
And I think this is why chivalry is dead.
Okay, let me hear it.
Okay. I witnessed it.
Okay, I'm listening.
We were in line.
You were in line where?
Somewhere.
Okay.
Somewhere.
Okay.
In line where food was catered.
Okay, food was catered.
Okay? And we were in line. I was with another gentleman as well. And we had our plates, and there was a female behind, and we said, oh, no, yo, go ahead.
Okay.
You can go first. And she popped off and said, why? Because I'm a girl? And we looked at each other like, yeah, yes.
So you're telling me that one moment, a moment,
Okay.
determined how
No.
you are going to treat people?
This is one example of, I believe, moments that happen. I got to witness it with my own eyes.
Okay, so because of that moment, you're like,
No, not me.
because
but
you're married and you have a responsibility.
But my fellas out here,
But
I'm
my
like,
fellas that are out
yo,
here,
I'm trying to do it. When I did it, I got shut
and
down.
the girl goes, but I can do battle by myself.
Exactly.
You're telling me that the fellas watching should just go mind their business?
That's not what I'm saying. But if they mind their own business, I'm like, I feel you a little bit.
Listen, fellas, I'm talking to my fellas, my nephews.
Hit them.
You got a responsibility regardless. You know, I love to hit them with that. Regardless of what people do.
Uh-huh.
You got it. Chivalry matters.
It does. It's respect. It's responsibility. It's.
Open the door.
But also, it's how we were raised. Ew, I'm about to hit it with the generation type talk.
Here we go with the.
All right, you seen some 16-year-old on some, let me get the door for you, ma'am. No.
Also,
I think it's how we were raised.
And I think it's where you're from because I'm from up north.
I'm from the
We ain't care nothing about no south. I'm just being honest.
because she was out here, I'm walking on the street. I'm like, we don't walk. I'm from Florida. We're not walking anywhere.
Because up north, we're just trying to get where we need to go, and that's it. We don't need all that extra stuff.
The only street is Disney's Main Street. That's what we're on.
Everything.
We're not walking.
We're not even going to get into the northern
to
southern
the subway, the train. Y'all have rats. My God.
And y'all have sweet tea.
That's fantastic.
It's disgusting. Hey, I'm on the She's Doped Out pod. And I'm from up north, and sweet tea is nasty.
Excuse me?
Iced tea is where it's at. But we didn't come on here for this drama or this beef. Okay?
Okay.
We didn't come on here for this drama or this beef.
Okay. Chivalry is a little dead, and I think it should be resurrected.
Resurrection. I do think chivalry should be resurrected.
Yeah.
I do think, and I'm about to go mad hard. I do think if you're trying to be chose, because the fellas be like, maybe you should be nicer, hey, and open the door for someone.
That's my thing right there. You made it seem like a little something.
Hey, open the door. instead of
But
sliding in the DMs.
Okay, but if I open the door, can you say thank you?
Okay, my girlies do be saying thank you.
No.
But if I open, no, because let me tell you what y'all be, what not you because you're married.
What y'all?
But what the fellas be doing?
Okay.
Instead of opening the door, they always got some slick comment.
What are you talking about? What was that one moment?
Okay. Bink.
Okay. What comment? What comment?
Okay, we're 2 for 2.
Okay.
But let's get into what I really heard.
What you heard.
Because I brought Yankee.
Where did that come from?
Okay, let's.
Do you
okay,
know another
yeah.
Spanish person?
Let's. Okay, let me give y'all some context on why I call Carlos Daddy Yankee.
Okay.
Because one day we were at work. And Rebecca, she's what Will's other half, however y'all talk.
Another fourth.
And she was saying how there's this female that looked like Sam. You don't remember that day?
I do remember now.
And I think it was the
Daddy
girl
Yankee's
was like
daughter.
Daddy Yankee's daughter.
And how Becky's daughter.
Yeah, and she was so convinced. Like, what did she call you? She said, Sabi. And she was like, let's look. It looks like Sam.
And we was on some
No, it didn't look anything like her.
But Daddy Yankee stuck with you.
And it just stuck with me because it's just Daddy Yankee.
Because that's the only other Puerto Rican you know, dog. Okay, whatever.
Okay,
what
actually,
heard? What did you heard?
What I heard, that's what we all came here for. The girlies are here,
Okay.
the nephews are here, the fellows are here. What I heard is that you used to work at a place called Uniqlo.
Okay.
That's what I heard.
What I heard.
Oh,
No.
Don't try to do me.
Yes. What I heard was you used to work out Bojangles.
You're the first person that has come on this podcast
And switch up the heard.
Switch up the heard.
I heard.
But I heard you used to work at Uniqlo.
I heard you used to work.
And I ain't gonna hold you.
You
Uniqlo,
used to manage at Bojangles.
I did used to manage at Bojangles because, hey, sometimes God will have you an in-between.
And not only did you manage, and your flashlight is all right now on your phone. Yeah.
He thought that was so funny. But you worked at a place called Uniqlo.
Yes.
Which, hey, if you didn't know, because only people from Florida would know,
No.
it's a sushi spot.
No, it's not.
It's a sushi spot.
What is up with you, dog?
What is it?
It's retail. It's clothing.
Oh, my God.
Why did you think it was sushi? You heard it is a Japanese clothing brand called Uniqlo, and you went as far as to say it's a sushi place? Guys, can we release this episode? I don't know. Oh my gosh.
Cut it. Cut it.
I worked. Here's my thing. I believe everybody.
Everybody.
You can't say this a lot. I think everybody at some point in their life has gone through a down bad season.
A down bad season.
Of either working in retail or food service.
I would agree.
Uniqlo or Bojangles.
Or Bojangles. Hey, put in the chat, would you rather work at Uniqlo or Bojangles?
Uniqlo.
It's Bojangles.
I'm in
the South, and fried chicken is a thing down here.
I'd rather work at Church's Chicken than Bojangles.
He could have said Popeyes.
No, I'd rather work at Church's.
He could have said Popeyes. He said Church's.
Run down the list of fast food
The
restaurants
utter
I'd rather work
disrespect.
than Bojangles.
Bojangles has the best dirty rice. Yeah, you don't even know
What
nothing about
is
it.
that?
They have the best dirty rice.
No, they have the best.
They have the
French
best
fry seasoning.
Okay, the fried
That's the
seasoning.
best. Literally for Christmas, I bought my wife Bojangles seasoning.
The
packet
same
and put
person
it
that
in
said
her
Bojangles
Bojangles. No, yeah, I'll be cracking on Bojangles, but the fries, mess
are
with it.
mid.
What are you talking about, dog?
No, the fries are mid.
No,
The fries are mid. But
they're very good.
Let me get back to what I heard.
But they're good though.
They're not good.
No,
I'm not even saying that because I had a bad season at Bojangles. I'm like,
that's because you didn't have enough of the seasoning on it. Because if you would have added more of it, you'd be like, yo, actually,
there are
this
other
season is not that
Listen,
bad.
there's other.
I'm sorry. Okay, sorry.
Okay, listen.
I worked at Uniqlo.
You worked at Uniqlo, which I thought was a sushi spot, but it's really a clothing. It's really a clothing retail store.
Yes.
And
the guy who owns it is, I think, the richest person in Japan right now.
Do you understand? I
Respect.
thought that he was
RESPs.
telling people, order up.
No, but you was on some, can you drop the chicken? A dirty rice, please.
I used to be livid when we'd run out of chicken.
But churches would never run out
But
of
let me
chicken.
tell you one thing Bojangles is going to do.
Churches would never.
Bojangles is going to pull you up regardless.
What do you mean? What do you
You're going to
mean?
pull up to the drive-thru. Hey, can I take your order? Da, da, da. You pay for it, and they're like, all right, pull up, please. I'm like, dang, is this the drive-thru or not?
Yeah. And they'd be like, oh, we out of that, by
But,
the way.
okay, so let's talk about the seasons
The
of
season.
in-between. Because there's some
Ooh.
girlies that are working at Bo's.
Right now.
And they're saying, bow time.
Bow time. Some people are working at Uniqlo on some following guests, please step down. We had to say that, Jane, dog. Like that, too.
That's worse than bow time.
I learned, like, Japanese phrases. Siketsu or something like that. I forgot it already.
Okay.
Okay, but there's a season.
There's a season.
Yeah.
And there's some people who are watching who are, like, legit angry.
Yeah.
Because they're like, but God told me I was going to be an NFL player.
Yeah.
God told me I was going to be, like, preaching on these big
Yep,
stages.
Yep.
And they are dropping chicken, getting popped by chicken grease,
Yes.
and hecka Band-Aids. As you can tell, I have PTSD.
Yeah, I had just.
Oh, hey, I still have a couple scars
got the
because you're
burns.
in between seasons. We'll have some bruises.
Lord. Hallelujah. Yahweh. Here's the thing. You working at retail, it'll teach you patience.
Patience.
Because I will fold the shirt, put it down, turn away,
And they'll be like,
and
I did that in the mall yesterday.
you're the people.
But the girl was standing right there, the employee.
That's so
And
disrespectful.
she folded
Tay.
it. I
Tay,
grabbed the shirt and I said,
Tay,
I found a different one that I wanted.
That's so. You bought, and you didn't buy anything.
Listen. I actually did.
Dog. Here's my. If you
Patience.
still going to the mall, that's a whole nother conversation.
Okay, we're not talking about it. I went in there for one.
I'm
I'm not going to tell you what happened. I went in there for
That girl, 13. Wait, what? What did you say before I interrupted? Unfortunately,
I went to the mall for Popeye's chicken. And it wasn't a good experience.
why did you go for Popeyes?
Because I was in the mood for Popeyes.
To go to the drive-thru at another one.
Nah, I just went to the mall.
Did you hear good stuff about the small one? I don't
Hey,
get
man.
it.
You can't see the sanitary sign.
Yeah, dog. They don't have a grade.
And I woke up at 5 a.m. sick.
Because you ate Popeyes?
Because
from the
I ate
mall?
Popeyes. Like, I'm not even going to tell you, but it was like rated R. It was rated R. I can't even tell you. And it's crazy because I kept it simple. 2-piece, 2 legs. Honey, hot sauce. Mashed potatoes,
It's the
biscuit.
It's the honey hot sauce. The honey hot sauce has been in the cardboard box since they opened the mall. And they just so happen to give you
I'm
that
not
one.
trying to be funny, but you're probably right.
Yeah, yo. That's what they
But
gave you the honey hot sauce.
I got the honey.
Expiration date 2020 something, yo. That's foul. Okay.
Yes. In between seasons, it taught you patience.
It taught me patience,
Okay.
but not only just for the good Lord. Here's my thing about, because I worked at Disney.
Wow, what a dream.
No. Because I worked retail at Disney, and it was tourists from all over the world.
What's wrong with that? That's a good thing. You get to interact with all different types of people.
Beautiful. Here's my thing, is when someone's like, hey, does anybody speak Portuguese? I'm like, no, I'm a Spanish speaker. We'll just come over here. I'm like, I just said no. I don't know this language.
But God was trying to teach you something.
He was trying to teach. I haven't reached what the Portuguese Spanish
I
thing
literally
was
was to
yet.
ask you, what do you think the lesson was?
That one, I didn't get that lesson yet. I'm not there yet.
Okay, so Uniqlo,
But
the sushi spot.
what's up with you, dog? Here's my thing. It taught me patience, but it taught me to really like it. Because now I look back and say, okay, there was something here that I was being taught.
But when you're in it, you just
When you're in it, you can't see it.
like when I was getting popped by that grease.
Yeah.
When I was waking up at 4 a.m.
What were you? What did you learn? What did you learn by work? How long did you work at Bojangles?
Almost 2 years.
In management, 2 years.
But let me tell you
Which
why
adds to,
I
it's like
think.
dog years.
Let me
It adds
tell you
years.
why I think God set it up that way. I think He low key was trying to humble me because when I
Okay.
graduated college, I was like, "Oh, I graduated from Penn State. Don't touch me."
Ooh. You were ready.
I was ready. And
But
God,
were you on some God who though? I graduated. I worked my butt off.
I worked my butt off.
I'll just continue to work
Yeah,
my butt off.
I'm about to go to law school. It's
Uh-huh.
up. And God said, "Doop."
He said, "It's bow time."
It's
He hit you with the bow time.
God hit me with the bow time.
He hit you with the humble.
And it was the hardest season of my life.
I can't imagine. Yo.
Hands down, because
Yeah.
I used to work at Panera Bread. Hey, Panera Bread and Bojangles are nothing.
You had to double down
I had
that
to double-
season?
So some people, I was stubborn.
I had to double down back because I worked at Uniqlo and then I worked at Marriott.
What do you think God was trying to teach us? Seriously. We had to work at 2 in between seasons.
Yes. It's what I learned though is my in-between season is not a wasted season.
But when you're in it, it feels so waste. Like chicken grease, are you kidding? Every Monday, we got to change the grease.
I don't fold my shirts at home. Why am I supposed to do it for this other person?
I feel it. I feel it.
This is unnecessary.
Yep.
I'm better than this, and it's not even like on some cocky stuff. It's like, yo, I'm better than folding some shirts right now.
I'm better than dropping some chicken.
And I already had, at this point, I had a relationship with Jesus where I'm like, I know what you've promised me. I
Okay,
know what
same.
you spoke over me.
And God said,
this is what it looks like?
this is what it, I used to cry. Let me tell you what I used to do at 4 a.m.
That girl crying.
I used to cry.
Dang.
I used to be like, oh, God, why? And we had the ugly uniforms. We had the plaid shirts.
Oof.
I wore these high water bell bottom
Listen,
pants.
Our uniform was a tucked in shirt. I said, listen, once I pass 250, nothing's getting tucked.
And I think that the uniform is part of humbling you too.
It is.
Like God is like, we're just gonna humble you everywhere.
Everywhere. I can't express myself the way I want to express it. I wear hats all day long. I have to do my hair in the morning.
Yeah.
And be on some following guests, please step down.
Right.
It's humbling. It's not wasted. There's so many things.
But there's some people that are watching, some fellas and some girlies, who like aren't getting past this middle season because they're so stuck on what they should be doing.
But Tay, I felt stuck.
I know, but then there was something where it's like you just accept, okay, God knows better.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to honor and I'm going to show up.
Okay.
Like I had to have that pivot.
Yeah.
It took me about a year.
It'll take a minute.
It took me a year.
You have to.
Yeah. And I'm not, and this is what I learned in my in-between season. I'm not doing it because I want more clout or I want God to elevate me.
Yeah.
I'm doing it because I want God to be able to say, I can trust you with the little.
Jeez.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm still walking through that now, like in some different areas where I'm like, am I doing this for the stage or whatever?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I want God to look at me and be like, yo, I could trust you.
Yes.
Because you were able to honor me in the chicken grease.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it'll take, there should be a moment in it where you can see there's a reason why I'm in it. But I can give you a money back guarantee.
Yeah.
That when you're out of it. Because here's the thing, what I work for now is I feel like, I'm finally walking in what God called me to do, and I finally get to do this. And then we have a merch launch, and I'm folding shirts.
You're folding shirts.
I was like, wait a second. No one in here knows how to do this better than the supervisor at Uniqlo. So I said, hey, actually, I got this.
Yeah.
Y'all can focus on this other thing that we need for this and that and that. I actually got this one. And for that reason alone, I'm like, that is also why you brought me that.
And it's crazy because the lesson, when you get out of it, sometimes you're like, it should be way bigger. You know what I mean? Because those 2 years or the Disney, all of it, it should be way bigger. But for me at Bojangles, it was for one person in particular. Like he had me in this season for one person in particular.
What do you mean?
Because I had this employee, I'm not going to say names, but she gave me the hardest time of my life. I mean, day one, just like, I'm not wanting to listen to me, all the attitude in the world. And I'm like, okay, God, what do you have me here for? You know what I mean? And then I just started talking to her, and we still wasn't cool, but it was like, okay, she started respecting me, right?
Okay.
And so I left Bojangles because God moved me to another spot.
Great.
And what I currently do is, young adult, college and young adult ministry. She now comes.
She goes to your thing.
She comes to my thing.
You were her manager.
I was her manager. And every time I look at her now on Wednesday, sometimes I'd be like, You're the reason
That's
why.
one of the reasons.
That's one of the
them.
reasons why.
That is insane.
Isn't that wild?
That is insane. There were people who like were walking through tough things. I had these two guys. They were the funniest people on the planet.
Yeah.
But yo, being their supervisor was the most miserable time of my life. I'm like, yo, y'all are cool, but hey, you had to clock. Your break is 45 minutes now. Dog, you're 15 minutes. Clock in, dog.
Clock in.
Clock in. Don't be late. But they used to literally come to church, and they both got their girlfriends pregnant, and they were walking through a tough time. But now on their IGs, I'm like, they are phenomenal dads.
Wow.
And I think it's because, like, yo, they came to church. They got to see how we were with our spouses and different people. And now they're, like, duplicating that and what they're living through. And I'm like, that's one of the reasons.
One of the reasons.
But I probably won't see the fullness of the fruit from that. There were so many seeds planted.
Yeah.
The fruit I'll see might be a few. But down the line, there's just going to be more fruit popping up. Like, that was another reason why. That was another one. It's just going to keep happening.
But listen, that in between.
It's hard.
It is hard.
It's hard. But, yo, oh, my God, it's so worth it.
I'm on the line.
It is. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it.
But stinking like chicken grease.
Oof. My hours were 5 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Oof, mines were 4 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Oh, my. I think that's worse.
No one was on the road when I was driving. And in my mind, I'm like, who's eating chicken this early?
At 4?
5 o'clock.
That's insane.
They're at the buzzer. Can I get the ham biscuit?
Can I get the, what's the rice?
With the side of grits.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Churches don't open till like 8 a.m. That's why they're better.
Hey, churches is canceled.
What? It's church. Amen. Hallelujah. Glory.
Listen,
Glory.
We have so many people who are watching this who are in an in-between season.
Yes.
This is like us telling you, hey, that season's not going to go in vain.
For sure. For sure. And it's not just going to evaporate and go easy out of nowhere.
No. So, like, do what better than what I did. And how about you embrace it?
Perfect.
Because you can actually prolong it.
Oof.
So some days I think about, was I even supposed to be at Bojangles for 2 years? Or was it just that I was so stubborn because I was just stuck on what I should be doing?
I thought I was being humble, and it was the falsest sense of humility, because I'm like, I will do anything other than this. I'm like, yo, that's not humility. I'm thinking like, yo, I'm walking this way and trying to say these good things, but it was a front. It was a front. And I had to learn what does it mean to actually be humble? What does it mean to actually embrace the season I'm walking in? I'm icked. Because it icked me. It was rough. It was rough. And if you I had the shaved sides going, so I was just looking rough. And so if you're watching this episode, since he tried to in the beginning say try to oop it on me, you're gonna give the girlies and the fellas the responsibility. Okay. What responsibility do they have? You have the responsibility to walk out this season being thankful for it. And that's all I'm gonna say. Be grateful and be thankful right now. And so you know what you need to do. You need to like. Yep. You need to comment. Yes, you do. You need to hit the bizzell. All of it. Because they don't be hitting the bizzell. Hit the bizzell. Yeah. We love y'all. She's the pod.